What's going on, everybody? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me turn this back down. Hold on. I'm echoing. Hold on. Testing. Okay.
You know,
What?
I don't know how the hell to share this, especially YouTube.
How? Oh, you gotta find you go to the link.
Okay.
You gotta go to the link and you share the link. Is what you do. Y'all see, I brought Pretty Ricky's chair back in.
Yeah.
He happy now. I figured since it was Veterans Day and he's a veteran that I would, be nice to Pretty Ricky and bring his chair back in. Although he ain't gonna be balling up in his chair like I like to ball up in mine. I don't know why. I always ball up in this chair.
I've been folded my ass up. I had to take my knees to the hospital. I did.
Whatever. You supposed to be limber. You working out. Y'all up there. Don't you stretch after every workout?
I do.
Okay, you should be able to ball up and not have a problem.
I do. But shit. I have started stretching because for a while I wasn't stretching.
It's not good. It's not good if you don't stretch. But what's going on, y'all? Y'all know me and Rick get to talking about random shit. But you know what? I have had so much going on this week that it made me want to come back to, and I guess too, with the anniversary about to come up, we'll do an anniversary show, but I'm not doing an anniversary party.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, I got too much going on over here with trying to get this house done to be worrying about an anniversary party. But it made me reflect back to how the show started and decided to get back to the original thought process of true self-reflection.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I tell people this all the time, especially when they ask me about the show, and I'm learning that that's something I really and truly love, is when somebody asks me what the show is about, and then I explain to them my concept of true self-reflection.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it, especially when they get to like, oh, okay, like, and they get that look on their face, like, tell me more, like, that's interesting, like, how does that work? And so these last few days, I've gone through some things that has caused me to take a step back and decide to self-reflect again. Because, to me, it's a daily process. Like, I reflect every day. Anytime somebody says something about me or something happens or somebody gives me feedback, I always self-reflect on it. I don't automatically dismiss it and be like, whatever, not really thinking about what you're saying because I know that ain't me. I always take a step back and say, you know what? Let me think about this. Let me take a look at this and let me see if there's any validity to what they're saying or what their viewpoint or perspective is. But what I'm finding oftentimes is a lot of people are not ready or willing to self-reflect.
Now it's hard to do it. I've started. I should have been doing it, but you know, I'm just starting. I'm just starting this journey.
And it 100% is a journey. It's a daily journey. But I was talking to, and it's so funny. This is actually one of my oldest daughter, her best friend's husband. Every time he and I get on the phone and he come over here, we end up talking for hours. And I was finally like, you know what, Reginald? We've been on this phone 3 hours. Let me get off this phone. I actually invited him onto the show. I'm gonna have to get him to come on one Friday because for a young man,
Mm-hmm.
he has a very traditional male values and thought process, and he has a different viewpoint than some young men.
Yeah.
And so I told him, I said, you really need to come on. I love to have you on the show because when I say he and I get to talking, we go back and forth, back and forth. But one of the things that I was sharing with him was that I find now, like I don't try to force self-reflection on people, but when I see things, like I try to bring it to their attention. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things, and I told my daughter about this, one of the things about my family is we tend to sit in our negative energy. Okay. My grandmama was like that. My mama was like that. My sister, me, my brother, like the whole family, my kids are like that. And then when I realized it, when I did my journey of self-reflection and I realized, oh, wow, how much I really did sit in my negative energy, I find now that it irritates me when it happens. Mm-hmm. And I find people who do that. And so now I'm all about, okay, y'all, let's not focus so much on the negative. You know what? It's beautiful outside. So I want to bring to your attention, you sitting in your negative energy right now, but I want to flip you to a positive. Right. And I find myself doing that quite often and trying to open people's minds up to viewing themselves from a different light, but not in a way that makes you feel like, I'm trying to tear you down or whatever. But dang, Rick, you sit in your negative energy today. Why you being negative? Let's be positive today, Yeah. And so then it makes you think, damn, am I being negative? I'm like, oh, okay. But I want to make sure, okay, Rick, you being a little, let's talk about something positive today. But what I'm finding is everybody is not receptive of that. Right. And so I have to self-reflect on that and say, you know what? Sometimes you're just going to have to accept. I mean, I accept you for who you are, but sometimes I'm just going to be like, you know what? If that's where you want to sit, then I'm going to have to move on because I don't want to sit here with you. And that's hard to do sometimes. Yeah. It's hard to do sometimes. And that's where I'm at right now. I think, every once in a while you go through those seasons and you have to take a step back and self-reflect and view what's around you and make decisions. And I feel like I'm on that cycle again. I'm on that cycle of self-reflecting and making decisions. Uh-oh. Why do you say uh-oh? Why is that uh-oh?
No, I think that's a good thing, though.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm a true believer in everybody has a season. Sometimes people's seasons are short-lived and sometimes they're long-term. But you have to be able to recognize when that season is up, whether that season is up for you, from your perspective or from the other person's perspective. You got to be able to realize it. Okay, you know what? Maybe this season is up. And that's hard to do oftentimes.
Yeah, it is.
But it requires you, I feel like it requires you to self-reflect, to ask yourself, am I really satisfied with I mean, come on now. I mean,
What you think?
that I feel like that's the question. Are you really satisfied and with the current status?
Yeah, it's a good question.
And
And
so I have to self-reflect on it.
I guess I'm gonna have to start that.
Because that's a deep question to ask yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Am I content? And if I'm not, if the answer is I'm not, if I'm not happy and I'm not content, then what?
That's the question. Then what?
Then what comes after? What's your next move?
Give you something to think about. I might stop self-reflecting.
I mean,
It's
I feel like it's a good thing, and I tell you, the last week's show on the mask, the woman who sits in her mask and it really got me thought, and especially when you brought to my attention that I was deliberately being defiant.
mm-hmm.
I mean, well, I don't know if defiant is the right word, but I consciously made a decision to do something that I knew was opposite of what the other person would have wanted me to do. So I won't say being defiant. That's kind of a harsh word, but it really has made me take a step back and honestly think about, because remember I talked about how I'm protective of that feminine energy side of me,
Right.
which basically is my emotional side.
Yeah.
It really has made me take a step and think about it and self-reflect on it. Now, some of the things that I have been told about myself, I disagree on, but it did make me take a step back and think about it.
Mm.
It really did. I mean,
I
I
can see
see,
that.
yeah, because I see, and as women, sometimes I think we're not willing to take a step back and see ourselves from that male perspective
Right.
and be honest with ourselves that, okay, what he's saying may or may not be true. And if it's true, the next question, now what? Do I consciously continue to do it? Or do I make a change? Depends on my level of contentment.
Yeah.
But now that you're aware of it,
Mm.
you have the option.
Okay. I'm gonna jump off subject like just for a half second.
Uh-huh.
You did a damn good job on that shelf over there.
What?
I was just looking at that. I was like,
What the hell? my shelf, listen.
okay, now we go.
Ah, Rick, you done seen that shelf about 15
I know,
million times.
but see from this chair, it's just my chair, I get a better view.
Don't start. Don't start with the chair shit tonight, y'all. I brought in the chair. I figure it's Veterans Day. I'm gonna bring in the chair for Rick and let Rick have the chair, so he can be comfy in here. Because last Friday you was complaining about feeling stuffed in the chair.
Yeah.
When you weren't stuffed in the chair at all. But yeah, but thank you for yes, I did my best in here.
Good job.
Yeah, I'm still working on trying to finish up this house. What all? Cause you in a you all laid back mood tonight, Rick. What the hell your ass been doing today?
It's Veterans Day. I try to find everywhere where I can eat for free, drink for free.
See, they were giving discounts left and out. Where all did y'all eat for free today? Where'd you eat for free? You can't see. You've been drinking so much you can't even remember.
I don't even remember where the hell I went. I know I got chicken.
That's so sad. Did you have a designated driver today?
No.
So
No, I ain't that bad.
you been rolling around. You don't know where you been, what you done
No,
had
I've
to
been,
eat.
you know, veterans program early, and then just from that point on, I talk to my sons, my every other day thing.
I understand. I understand.
You know, I get concerned about their daddy sometimes.
Because their daddy needs to do more self-reflecting and
He does.
and open up. I'm still waiting on you to tell your story that you always say that you're gonna tell, but you have yet to share with us.
Probably the summer.
Rick, we're going on 2 years, and now you talking about waiting till the summer for you to open up and for you to be honest and self-reflect. Because but you know what? I feel like you're already aware of a lot of the things about you.
Yeah.
It's more so a point of what you gonna do about it.
Yeah. I've heard that a lot.
And that's the main point with self-reflection. Once you're honest with yourself that other person may have a point, what are you gonna do about it? And then that's when choice comes into it.
Yeah. I'm so used to doing things on my own time. I don't do nothing if I don't want to do it. It's always my thing. If I don't feel like doing it, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, but in if in the future,
yeah,
a relationship was what you chose to pursue, doing what you want when you want and deciding when you're gonna do it is not gonna work.
Yeah, you're right. I got things to work on.
We all got things to work on. That is for sure. I 100%. I won't say 100%. I most definitely, and I say that all the time. I most definitely am not looking for a relationship. If it crosses my path. Let me put it that way. If one crosses my path, then I'm open, depending on what the chemistry is or whatever. But
yeah,
I'm not really looking for it simply because I know right now I'm still in my selfish stage, which is why I say I don't want a relationship. Yeah. I'm being honest. I most definitely am in the selfish stage, and it's about what I want, when I want, how I want.
Yeah.
And I'm not ready to drop that for someone else's feelings. And that's something you have to be willing to do in a relationship. In any type of relationship.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to be open to that other person's perspective. Which goes back to a show that we did once before. Do you listen for understanding or do you listen to respond?
That's good. Yeah.
And most people listen to respond. They don't listen for understanding. They listen to respond.
I think with me, I do listen to understand, but if I don't follow through on what I've heard and what I've understood, then that's what my issue is.
Then they get upset because you're not following through.
Yeah.
I can kind of see that. You can't tell me you understand and then...
I got to work on that.
But I tell you what, but that to me goes then back to her making a decision. Because I'm not going to tell you that too many times.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to keep having that same conversation with you. And so then that becomes a decision you have, again, goes back to the original self-reflection. Am I content? Like, how many times am I going to listen to Rick tell me he understands how I feel about it, but yet makes no effort to make a change? That's a tough one. People do it all the time because they enjoy sitting in toxicity. People enjoy it. I'm gonna tell you, I saw a TikTok video, and every time I see a video, a clip or whatever of these two, I cringe. Um, what's her name? I think you pronounce it Krishan. Well, I don't know if it's Christian or Krishan and Blueface.
Yeah. Okay.
Every time I see something of them two, they so toxic. It's not even funny. And they not gonna be happy till one of them is dead. That I feel like that's the route that relationship is going. That they're not gonna be happy until one of them is gone. Because man, it's every clip I've seen, they high, they drunk, they fighting.
Not a good combination.
No, and then she on some type of little reality show with these people, these other group of girls, and I see the clip now. I didn't watch the show, but I see the clip with her and some girl was talking about Blueface and that she was with him, and she was like, "You kissed him all up in in his mouth, and I done sat on his face, and and I was like, see, those are things I can't do.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't share no man. I'm not like we not finna fight. I'm not finna fight over no man. We're not finna do any of that. All of that is unnecessary. I don't understand it, and it's not about to happen. It's not about to happen for me or anybody else. So, but every time I see that, I get scared for the two of them because they both got issues. But I feel like other people look at it and they think that's normal and they think that's what love looks like.
That's what I don't like because they make it normal.
Yeah.
And
you fighting over phones. He trying to take her phone. She trying to take his phone. She done got the police called on her because she done tried to run off with his phone and done ran into some restaurant and they trying to put her out. Like, what type of life is that to live? Why would you choose to want to live that way?
I'm at the point, you want to see my phone here?
We're not going to go through that. Like, yeah, that's just, again, if you got to lie about it, you know you're doing wrong. But why would you want to subject yourself to something like that? Why would you want to spend your energy? And now it's all over social media and all those other different outlets, and you see all the other young ladies following in suit behind it, and the guys like, this is what you think is normal. The fighting, the arguing, let's get drunk, let's cuss each other out, let's do all of these different things. And that's not what I feel like a relationship should be about.
No, not at all.
But people are normalizing it. Like that's what, if you're not experiencing that, if you like the girl got 5 tattoos or however many tattoos, all of the same man. You even got his face on your tooth, on a fake tooth. Did you like other people are seeing this and they wanting to live the life that she's living, all because I don't even know what sport he plays.
Who's that?
Blueface. Is he football?
Is he a rapper?
No, I think he's a football player or something. Hell, I don't know. I'm not even into it. Hell, I don't even know.
I mean, really, I don't know.
I have no earthly idea.
I thought he was a rapper.
I have no earthly idea what that man actually does, unless you know how deep I am into it. I just know that every time I see a clip of them pop up on social media, it makes me cringe.
So he's a soccer player?
I don't know what he is. I have no idea. That lets you know how out of touch I am. I have no idea what he is.
I really have no idea.
I you know what? I'm gonna have to
see. He got to be a rapper or something. I'm hoping. I ain't crazy. Well, fuck, I know I may be crazy, but
I have. Oh, he's a rapper.
Okay, good.
He's a rapper. Hell, I don't know what he do. I was like, hell, I don't know. I don't know if he was sports. What the fuck he did.
You just said shit. I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is the shit that they do is ridiculous. I have no idea what that man does. Oh, okay. So he's the rapper.
Is he in a group? Or is he by himself?
I don't know. I don't listen to rap. I have absolutely no idea, Rick. I couldn't be gonna tell you than the man in the moon. All I know is them two are toxic as fuck. And it makes no sense.
You know, I guess there's no offense to the new school rappers, but I can't do it.
I can't either. I'm an old school girl when it comes to rap. I don't even. If it got a nice little beat and a hook, I might listen to it.
Yeah, you can.
But but if you ain't got a good beat and a hook, then I'm over it.
And the only reason why I know that, because my son, he said, "Dad, you got to listen to this." I was like, "Man, I don't want to hear that shit." And then one of them, I was like, "It ain't bad." It was NBA YoungBoy, something I don't know.
I can't tell you none of them because I don't listen to any of them.
Only reason why I remember because I know he said YoungBoy. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "I don't sound that bad." I said, "But you know, I still don't listen to that." I start all my rap start in like the early 2000s, and it took me a while to even listen to that. I'm like 80s and 90s rap.
I'm the same way. I can't even tell you. I didn't even know what he did. I had no clue.
I just assumed he was rapping. That's bad. That was the first thing I assumed.
I have no clue. I don't know what he does or what he did or what he got going on or any of that, and really didn't.
Hell, I listen to the Everybody Hates Chris dude. The show, you remember the show Everybody Hates Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Little Chris. I heard him on Sway's show rapping to that.
Oh, he raps?
Oh man, it sounded pretty good.
Yeah. You telling me something I didn't know. I'm not into the rap music. I haven't listened to it and I don't know when. I don't do any of that. So I don't have a clue. I just know that every time I see them two, I'm just like, oh my God, they need to self-reflect. They both are crazy. And the last clip that I saw, she was on live talking to people, and somebody asked her, come talking about, well, when was he gonna get her pregnant? And I'm thinking, she was like, well, yeah, when you gonna get me pregnant? You drunk, one. You're not showing that you really are making good decisions. And so, what? Now y'all want to bring a baby into this? Like, I'm confused on why you would even consider doing this mess. So, no. I don't get it. I don't get it. That toxicity is being normalized in social media, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and somebody has to finally step in and tell these people, girl, this ain't real life.
Right.
This is not how things really go. Y'all seeing this stuff on social media. This ain't real. This ain't real. Y'all seeing all these reality shows. This ain't real. These are not the things. Y'all need to slow down and be realistic, because who can afford to do that?
Shit.
Who, like, you see all the different clips, people complaining about, oh, he couldn't afford to take me here. He couldn't afford to take me there. Hey, your average man is not going to be able to afford to do that.
No.
Not in this day and time.
No.
Times have changed. And so if that's your level of expectation, it's time for you to take a step back and self-reflect on, is it your choices? Because, you choosing these men.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Like, you choosing these women. So if she's up in here talking about, hey, I want to do this and I want to do that, you can't keep getting mad if you keep running across the same thing. What I always say, keep having the same problem with different people. Common denominator is you.
Mm-hmm.
So is it really them, or is it your selection process?
I sent I sent you a clip. That shit out. Now that I just thought about it.
On Instagram, I just saw it today.
Okay.
I just saw it today, and I started listening to it, but I didn't finish it. I think somebody called me or something, and I hadn't had a chance to go back and finish it. Yeah, I saw that today. Hey, Tara. I don't know what Tara said I was right about. But yeah, I just times have changed, things are different, and people's values and what they're looking for have changed, and we're more of a materialistic society than we are good old-fashioned values type society. At least that's my opinion anyway.
That's what it is. And the more they see on social media, the more they try to mold their life into that lifestyle. And I'm like, look here, you can't attain that. You don't have that kind of money.
Right. And that's the point. And then you out here looking for somebody who has that, and they really don't.
Shit.
And so, yeah, you're not going to find what's being portrayed on social media in your average everyday life. It's just not going to happen. And let me tell you, these folks who demanding, expensive restaurants and all of that, listen, I can afford it, but I ain't going.
Shit, no.
I don't have the desire to spend my money like that eating out.
Hell no.
For what I'm paying going to the restaurant, I can go to the grocery store and eat. We all eat.
Yes.
Like, no, not paying that money.
And mine gonna taste better.
Exactly. Oh, she said about the rap music. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even know what she said. I was like, yeah, I don't listen to that stuff. If you got a good little beat or whatever and a hook, I'll listen. But otherwise, the days of you getting a message from music is over. At least back in the day, old school rap had a little bit. It was a story, or there was a message to it, or or something. And now it's about bitches and hoes and all of these other different types of things. It's changed. Times are different.
It's this one cat I listen to, Keith Wallace. He's out of Miami, and his is it's like old school. And it ain't, a whole bunch of bitches and hoes and all that.
See, I can't. Man, I'm sorry, but my refrigerator is in there jamming.
I'm sitting there going. Hey, you almost had me singing earlier, and I was like, don't do it. So I had to sit here and tap.
Oh, my God, the refrigerator is in there jamming. Like, okay, got the music going on. The refrigerator is getting down in there. That's Pandora, Erykah Badu radio. This refrigerator is in there getting down. I was like, what in the hell? I don't know if y'all, well, they probably can't hear the music. It's probably not getting picked up by the mic. But yeah, the refrigerator in there is jamming. I'm like, okay, got that beat going. But no, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I self-reflect, I have to be honest and say, sometimes I am stuck in the past. And I yearn for the old days and adjusting to this the new man, the new everything is a difficult one because I'm stuck in the past. The new woman, the new man, the new dating, like all of it is it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, and it's an adjustment.
I think, I'm more old school. I open car doors and stuff like that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't mind a man open the door for me.
Yeah, but that's just how I am.
I don't mind that. I don't mind chivalry. I enjoy a chivalrous man, but chivalry is not as abundant as it used to be.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's not as abundant as it used to be. But then again, at the same time, women have like, you ain't got to open the door for me. You ain't got to do this. So we've become so independent that we demanded that you not do it. So that some men are like, well, fuck it. Yeah. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. So I might as well not.
Yeah. See, then I want them type of women. I wouldn't. That would just be like,
yeah, you just move on. That was one of the things in the discussion that I was having, and I was saying because they came back and said, well, what if you meet Mr. Right and Mr. Right is looking for a woman who sits in her feminine energy, and he's looking for that feminine side. And I said, well, then maybe he ain't Mr. Right for me. Like, I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not.
No.
Just because that's what he wants. But if you Mr. Right for me, then you're going to accept me for who I am. My feminine side is always there, but I'm not a girly girl. And so if you're looking for a girly girl, I'm not the one for you.
Right.
I'm feminine all day long. Like we said, there's nothing masculine about me at all. I'm feminine. But if you're looking for a girly girl, if you're looking for the fingernails and, you know, on the regular, get your toes done and keep all of that up, and you're not going to get any of that over here. You're going to the beauty shop, and you're not, none of that. None of that is about to happen over here. And if that's what you're looking for and that's what you like, I ain't knocking it, because there's a lot of women who do. My girls do it faithfully. Get their nails done, get their hair done. But that's who they are.
Yeah.
It's not who I am. And you come on, if I haven't got my nails done, my toes done, shit, it's probably about a month or two old. And I done cut it off. It's just a little bit left off there as it grow out. Like, and then it'll still be there the next time I go back. Because it's going to be another couple of months before I go if I ain't cut it all off by then. Like, it's just got to be a special occasion for me to waste my time and money to go get my feet done. Unless it's summertime, then I will. Summertime, I do try to keep my feet done in the summertime because it'll be in sandals. But otherwise, it's just not who I am. It's not who I am. Wintertime, oh, you're going to get busted feet all day long. I'm sorry. I'll lotion them down. And, you know, I do my little file, you know, keep my heels. But, no. You're going to get busted toes all day long in the winter. It's just who I am. And if you want a girly girl, you are not Mr. Right for me.
Yeah.
And I'm accepting of that. I ain't mad at you if that's what you want. But I can't change that for you. So, and the person I was having that couldn't seem to get that. I'm content with it. He ain't Mr. Right for me if that's what he's looking for.
Right. You gotta think your person will be your person.
Right. And my person is not gonna come and try to change me into something that I'm not.
Your person will let you, not really let you, but he won't try to change who you are to your core.
True. But here's the key though, because I talk about it all the time. I'm only attracted to men who put me in my feminine energy. Right. So it's not even, he ain't even got with that, ain't even a conversation we got to have. Because if you naturally put me in my feminine energy, I'm going to show you my feminine side. Right. That means I respect your masculine energy as it comes into my presence. And it automatically puts me in my feminine energy because I feel comfortable sitting back and being soft.
Right.
But you're still not going to get that girly girl that's going to get her toes done. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to still give you my feminine energy, but you're not going to get girly girl getting her toes done because that's just not who I am. But you will get that flirty, you know, caring, that nurturer, feminine side because that's who I am. But, and then I'm going to turn right around and go out here and cut some wood and come right out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just who I am. And he has to be accepting of that. Otherwise, you're not Mr. Right for me.
Yeah.
You Mr. Right for somebody else. And I'm happy to send you on along to whoever she is.
Okay. You know, I almost stopped and got some Prosecco today.
You should have got some Prosecco. I'm going to have to make sure I get some to liven your ass up. Because, you know, next show, is the anniversary is the 20th.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
When I say I got so much going on that weekend. So much going on that weekend.
Oh, that's the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I got my nephew's 30th birthday party. That's Saturday. What do I got with?
Okay. Oh shit.
Cause this what?
My baby girl be 21 that weekend.
My baby girl is grown. Let me look at the calendar. Okay, yeah. So the actual anniversary date is Sunday. Sunday is the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I might do a special cocktails with KO. Get out here and drum some people up. I think we were out so long. People was like, "Oh, are they back?" I don't know if they back or not. And I haven't really been putting the advertisement out there. And then you come in here with your low energy. I'm gonna need you to wake up, Rick. Wake your ass up. You got your damn chair in there. You sitting over there trying to sleep in that bitch. Wake your ass up.
I'm up.
You ain't up. You ain't up. Got me over here talking to myself. I might as well have just did it all by myself and talk to myself today. Cause your ass over here half asleep. Give me that, yeah. Listen, my hair is growing.
I can't even see your eye. I see one of them.
I know it. You know what? I washed it and I just I always let my curls do what they do. But I'm trying to get my curl pattern back because for a while there I got in the habit of blow drying the cut. And it messed up my curl pattern, putting that heat on it. And so and brushing it out so much. And so now I ain't combed it. I ain't ran a comb through it in a minute. I just finger comb it in the shower, lots of conditioner, and just run my fingers through. And I'm letting my curls get their pattern and sit back. I was upset about that. I was like, where's my spirals? Like, where are my curls?
No, and it's crazy because gray hair is totally different.
Yes, it is.
What the hell is wrong?
And you can't overheat. And I was doing entirely too much blow drying out, cutting it too much. Now I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna let you do what you want to do. And so this is kind of how it felt after I got out of the shower and I shook it out. And I was like, okay. And shoot, actually before then they was hanging down here, so they drawn up some. I couldn't see through it at all. But they drawn up as it is dried. But that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, man, because I put anything different on my beard, it don't do right.
Yes. I had to switch back. Now I finally figured out, as we done changed the subject, I finally figured out what was making mine look dull, the dingy. It's the Shea Moisture because it's tan.
Yeah.
And so my gray is just taking it. But however, it's the only thing that really works well in my hair. And so I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. And so sometimes I'll be able to find a product that'll maintain me for for a little while off the Shea Moisture, and then I got to fall back to the Shea Moisture again. But it keeps my hair looking that yellow tint on it because the smoothing, the curl enhancing smoothie that I like to put in it is a tan color.
Yeah, I use this golden stuff, and it works well.
Man, I'm gonna have to get me some purple shampoo. But anyway, we rolling on up here. Rick has sleep on me over here, y'all. So we gonna go ahead because we at 45 minutes anyway. We gonna go ahead and get off of here because Rick over here sleeping. I still got my bags, man. I can't wait to do my design for my bags for the trip. I am so ready for 55. I don't know what to do.
I'm like, how you got bags from 10 years ago?
Cause it was my trip. Yeah. And if you look on the bags, the dates are exactly the same for each trip. And so for 55, that's the reason why the dates are May 9th through the 13th.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping the dates consistent, no matter. It's always going to be May 9th through the 13th. People say, when your birthday? I don't know, but it's going to be May 9th through the 13th. That much I can tell you. So every single bag says May 9th through May 13th. But I gotta get my design. That was back when I used to sell sex toys, that first bag. That's why it says slumber parties. I used to sell sex toys. I did, yeah. I sold sex toys. And then of course the other bag is for 50. So 55 bag, one has got to be red and black. That's my traditional. Yeah, it's got to be red and black, but I gotta come up with, of course, the design is going to include red wine conference. It's going to have a logo on it, but I've got to come up with find my bag design and get my bags ordered, because each lady gets a bag, and then I also fill the bag with stuff. I fill the bags with different things that you may not think of to bring on the trip, like for your phone. I had little phone cases, shea butter, chafing. I put all kind of stuff. I did little bracelets for them with their names on it. Like I loaded them up. Even the guys. The guys got backpacks, the drawstring backpacks with the names on. I gave them cooling towels. Like I gave them stuff that I knew men would want to use. And when I say I looked up and every last single one of them had them cooling towels, they were like, man, this is the best gift. Like it's wrapped around. Man, I got my cooling towel. So yeah, so I filled it up with stuff that I know people are gonna need and use while they're on the trip. Now, when I sold sex toys, I actually put little trinkets, some lube, and different little toys. Little small toys. I think I did the vibrated cock ring in there. Some flavored lube. It's, different little stuff, in the bag. So when they went back, so when you go back to the room, get your freak on, on me. And I wrote it off, as a business expense, because I had to, little sex toy business. But a 50, of course, I didn't have that. So I don't know what I'm going to put in 55's bag and what the bag is going to look like. Because when I say I love the bag for 50, I absolutely love that fucking bag. Yeah. It's cute. It's jazzy. I love that bag. The first one, 40, that bag was, when I say it was cute, because we was all over that resort. Every time you looked up, you saw that bag everywhere on that resort. And it came in handy because it had the zip up, especially on the beach and all. But the 50 bag was classy. And so I'm gonna have to find the classy bag. I'm gonna have to,
Your ass, you don't.
Gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right. That's just who I am. And people who've gone on the other two trips, that's like, who still got their bags? A lot of my friends still got both bags.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. My sister got both her bags. Like, the kids, a lot of people got both bags.
She going?
Who? My sister? Yeah, she's supposed to be going. She better get her a roommate. I told her, get your roommate. Come on. I'm not arranging. So people so used to me making arrangements, and I'm not, find your own roommate, figure out how y'all paying, and all of that. I'm not finding no roommates. Not doing any of that. None of it. But I'm so ready to go. I know I've only had a few people out to book. Have you booked yet?
I'm getting ready to.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I'm past ready. I keep wanting to upgrade my room, but I ain't gonna do it.
Don't do it yet.
I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, they typically do upgrade me, so I'm gonna wait and see if they upgrade me. I'm not gonna do it yet. But when I say I'm about ready, we about to kick it. We about to kick it so hard. So hard for 55. I cannot wait. And I'm going to see how many, I'm going to give it to a certain amount of time of the people that I personally invited before I open up. The folks, after a certain amount of time, if they ain't booked, then I'm going to open it up to other people who may want to go. Yeah. But I'm so excited. We're about to have such, if y'all don't get to go to KO's 55 birthday bash, you're going to be upset that you missed it. I'm already looking at, if I go over 25 rooms, how I'm going to handle it. because they're gonna want to switch to a contract, and it was like, oh, you're gonna have to talk. But yeah, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for the new beach. I'm so ready for the food, the entertainment, my butler service. I'm so ready for it all. October ain't get. I actually considered moving up the October trip, because I'm so ready to go. I honestly considered moving it up. The only thing that stopped me was price, because I was like, ooh, I can go for my birthday next year. And then when I looked at the price difference, I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave it in October. I'm gonna leave it that way I can focus. I got wedding. I need to stay focused. I got wedding.
I keep forgetting about that. Man.
Wedding September 30th. I gotta stay focused on wedding. I'm excited about the wedding. I'm ready for this wedding.
It's gonna come fast.
She is gonna be an absolutely gorgeous bride. I can't even talk. The other two were gorgeous. I know she's gonna be gorgeous. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to see my baby girl walk down that aisle. And for me to come down that aisle fine as hell, that's why I got to get in shape. I got to get mother of the bride fine. Because the first two I had on a fitted dress. I need to come down the aisle in a fitted dress in this one. I feel it's only right.
Yeah.
It's only right. The oldest daughter's, that dress I wore, that was when I say that dress was unforgiving. Oh my God, that dress hugged everything. Everything. But I loved that dress. I love both of them. I can't get in neither one of them now, but I love both of them dresses. Both of them.
You still got them?
Yeah, of course I still got them.
I'm a dude. We just had suits.
Yeah, I still. You still got your suits? Can you get in all your suits that you got? You ain't got no suits that you was like, damn, I look good in that suit. I can't get in that bitch, but I still got it.
The suits from the shoot, I can't get in no more. My ass thick. I was like, man.
Okay, Rick. So this is what we about to do. If you go in October, are you gonna make it October?
No.
You ain't gonna. Well, fuck it then. I ain't gonna worry about it. You ain't getting no shoe. You ain't gonna make it in October.
No. It's like, fuck. No, I ain't gonna make it.
Yo, bad. I have to decide. I let Camellia know that you ain't gonna make it. I might do me a photo shoot then. Hey, I gotta pay for it either way.
You and that damn shoot.
I gotta pay for it either way. And if I take her with me, I might as well do a shoot.
Hell,
why not?
You gonna flood us for about a week.
Why not? Why not? And I'm gonna change every day. Why not?
I saw so many pictures. I said,
why the fuck not? And the sad part about it, you ain't seen half the pictures. I got a whole book. I got a catalog, a whole book of pictures. I got over 200 and something pictures from that shoot when me and Camellia went to Jamaica. You have to think about, I change clothes every day. Like the first day was, I did that yellow dress, which was my favorite on the first day.
Mm-hmm.
I did the yellow dress, and that was the daytime, and then we changed for the night. Like the next day, we did swimsuit. I wore 3 different swimsuits. People looked up and was like, well, damn, she didn't change again. We take some pictures in this swimsuit, go back, change the bathroom, come back out in another swimsuit. We take some pictures in that swimsuit, go back, change. And that's me. That's all we did. Did dinner time. I came out cute dinner time and took more pictures at dinner time. All I did was take pictures.
Which ones you had that white dress on?
I had the white dress on for that one. Yes. That one. I wore the white dress twice because I took pictures with it originally with Camellia in January. And then when we came back and I had gained weight, I wore it again and I took pictures with my sister.
Yeah.
And I put it on again. That dress was tacked. Tacked. Because I was up about 10, 15 since that shoot. And I was like, whoo. But I got in it and I pulled it off. I can't get in that bitch now. I probably can't even get a thigh. That dress was a small. And my brother bought me that dress. And when he gave me that dress, he bought me that dress for Christmas. And when he gave me that dress, I said, "What you want me to do with this? This is small. I can't wear that." He was like, "Yes, you can." I had to work to get in. I was like, okay. And that was one time I had to put on my little shaper and got on smooth it on out because that dress was not forgiving. But baby, when we came back in May, that dress was whew. Whew. But that's okay. That's okay. Because yeah. Well, if you ain't gonna make it in October, I'm gonna let Camille know you ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna worry about you. I figured you wasn't gonna make it, Rick.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. I was like, fuck.
That's okay. That's the reason why I chose a room category. If you decided not to go, that I would be comfortable with. I'm fine. Even if I go by myself, I'm fine. I don't know. I may take Camille and go and take the opportunity to do me a shoot while I'm over there.
You might as well.
Might as well. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Get some pictures over there. I don't know. We'll see.
She did a good job, though.
Oh, she does a amazing job. Camille's the only person I've ever take my picture.
She does a good job.
Well, I won't say it loud, but yeah. So I was gonna set up us another shoot if you was gonna make it, but since you ain't gonna make it, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna have to decide: do I bring Camille? Do I go by myself? All I know is in October I will be in Jamaica. I hate it for you that you're gonna miss it because I'm about to have a good old time. Good old time.
You in that damn Jamaica.
That's my favorite place to be.
I've never been.
How you never been to Jamaica? You ain't never been on a cruise and went to Jamaica or nothing? Man, when I say I've gone to Jamaica so much and I'm officially Jamaican. And even when I go over there, it's so funny. And it takes my cousin Curlin because it irritates the fuck out of her. Every time I go over there, I pick up the dialect and I start. I come back and I'm talking like that. She was like, "I'll be so glad when you let that go. When it finally wears off, I can't help it."
But it's easy. If you hear it enough and you're in the environment, you pick it up.
Yeah, because I be coming back, yeah, man. You be in there, yeah, man. Like, that's my, man, the music, the vibe. I'm telling you, if you don't make it to KO's 55, you gonna miss out. I plan on doing the catamaran. Yes, Tyra said Jamaica is amazing. I've been at least 4 times. Girl, Tyra, you don't even want to know how many times I've been. I've been to Jamaica so many times. So many times. And I've always stayed in Sandals. I've been to Jamaica so many times. Always stayed in Sandals. I'm telling you, I'm working on my next free week. Once you stay 70 paid nights with them, they give you a free week. I think, what I tell you, I'm at 89. I got 89 nights. I done had a free week once. I'm working on my second free week. And I'm single and I still go down. That's how much I love that. Man, they pamper the fuck out of you. Man, I can't wait. I hate you ain't gonna make it, Rick. I'm sorry, Polo. Take it. I knew you wasn't gonna make it.
That was like I was just thinking, damn, do I even have my passport? And
you don't. You better get it.
I got it. I hate to think. I said, fuck, do I have my passport?
A passport is required. If you don't have one, you better get it. Because I'm telling you, I'll leave you here. We're going to be up there celebrating. I'll be like, oh, well, Rick couldn't find his passport. Didn't have one.
I know where it is.
You better make sure it's.
I pulled it out the other day.
It ain't expired, is it? Okay.
I pulled it out the other day.
I'm so ready, man. When I tell you I'm so ready for this trip, I don't know what to do. I'm so ready for this trip. And whatever I come up with, bag design, I want to do t-shirts. They're going to be t-shirts, bags. I plan on going all out for this trip. Like I always do. That'll be my first time doing t-shirts, though. I've never done t-shirts for my birthday. I've done the bags, but I've never done t-shirts. But I think this time I want to do t-shirts. And get t-shirts made with something. It'll be something. But anyway, we about to get out here because we at an hour. Rick gonna wait till the end of the show to finally start waking up and talking to me. I'm gonna talk bad about him as soon as we get off this camera. I'm gonna talk real bad about Rick tonight. But y'all, I promise I'm gonna start doing better. I tell you, I get in here working on this house and doing different things. And see, this island really has got me in a rut because I'm stuck on the countertop of the island.
You ain't figured out what you want to.
I'm stuck on what I want to do. I'm stuck with what I want to do for the countertop. And so I think I'm about to move on to start stripping this stairwell and laying this floor in the living room and let it just and my main block is I spent $60 for that MDF board that I was gonna use and do the epoxy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to change and do something else and I use that damn board. And that's $60 damn dollars. And I can't take it back because I done cut it up. So, but anyway, y'all, we gonna get off of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Oh my goodness. I gotta do better, y'all. We back and I'm gonna do better. I promise y'all we are. I got